Hey everyone, so today we're going to break down something you've definitely noticed if you've ever used an AI. That little pause, that silence right before it starts typing out a response. What is actually going on inside the machine's head during that moment?
It really feels like the AI is taking a deep breath and thinking hard. But what's happening under the hood is actually a super fascinating two-step process. It's not magic at all. It's more like an assembly line or a pipeline.
You can think of it like a two-act play. Act 1 is where the AI reads and understands your prompt. And then Act 2 is when it actually starts writing the answer. So let's pull back the curtain and take a look at Act 1.
Okay, Act 1. This first part is all about the AI understanding what you've asked. The technical term for this is the pre-fill phase. Really, just think of this as the AI taking a moment to gather all its thoughts before speaking.
So in this pre-fill phase, the model digests your entire prompt in one big gulp. It reads every single word at the same time in what we call a parallel process. This takes a ton of computing power, a lot of GPU muscle, and that's exactly why a really long or complex prompt can cause that noticeable delay before you see a single word pop up.
This is the perfect way to think about it. The AI isn't just reading your prompt word by word like you or I might. It's absorbing the whole thing, that whole 10-page document, all at once, just to get the full context. And of course, the bigger the document, the longer that speed read is going to take.
Right, so in the world of AI performance, we don't just call this the pause. It has a very specific and very measurable name that tells us exactly how long that initial speed reading process took.
It's called time to first token, or for short, you'll hear it called TTFT. Just think of it like a stopwatch that's timing that initial pause. It's the direct measurement of that entire pre-fill phase we just talked about. And this chef analogy, it's just perfect. The TTF, that wait time, is the prep time. The AI is the chef, your prompt is the recipe, and that whole pre-fill phase is the chef getting out all the ingredients, chopping the vegetables, measuring the spices. Only when all that prep is done can the actual cooking start. Okay, so all the ingredients are prepped and ready to go. Now it's time for Act 2, generating the response. This is the part that's technically called the decode phase.
Now, unlike the first phase where everything happened all at once, decoding is sequential. It happens one step at a time. The AI generates the response one token at a time, and you can think of a token as basically a word, or even just part of a word. And for every new token it writes, it has to look back at your original prompt and everything it's already written to figure out what should come next.
And we measure this generation speed in tokens per second, or TPS. So the crucial thing to get here is that this phase isn't about deep thinking anymore. It's all about how quickly the model can produce that steady stream of text, one word after another.
All right, so let's put these two phases side by side. Comparing them really shows you the two completely different bottlenecks that are at play in AI performance. And it explains why that initial pause feels so different from the steady typing that comes after.
So if you look here, you can see the two totally different processes. Over on the left, you've got pre-fill. That's all about raw computing power to process your prompt, and it directly affects your wait time for that first word, your TTFT. But then, on the right, you have decode, and that is all about memory bandwidth, basically how fast the model can access its own memory to generate the next word. Two different jobs, two completely different bottlenecks.
Okay, so this is where we can see how those two speeds, that initial wait and the typing speed, combine to create the total time you're waiting for an answer. It's not just about one or the other, it's how they work together.
So, let's just imagine your time to first token, that initial pause, is 200 milliseconds. Pretty fast. Then, let's say the model has to generate 100 tokens, and it does that at a speed of 50 tokens per second. Well, that generation part adds another 2 seconds. So your total wait time, from the moment you hit enter to getting the full answer, is 2.2 seconds.
So after all that, what's the most important thing to remember? We've talked about that first pause and then the typing speed that follows. But which one is the real bottleneck? What is really limiting the speed that you experience most of the time?
Well, here it is. Even though that initial pause feels like this moment of deep thought, the actual speed of the text appearing on your screen, the part you spend most of your time watching, is almost entirely limited by one thing: how fast the GPU can read and write from its own memory.
So, here's the bottom line. For most of your actual experience interacting with an AI, what you are perceiving as its speed is really the speed of its memory, not the speed of its thinking. That steady flow of words is dictated by the memory pipeline, not some abstract processor brainpower.
And this all leads to a really big question for the future of AI. If we want those faster responses that we all crave, should the focus be on building more efficient, more clever models that don't need to access their memory as much? Or is the simplest path forward just building faster hardware with more memory bandwidth? It's definitely something to think about.